I think we need to change this channel's name to Outdoor Mishap. So this video here specifically was just set up so I can teach you guys how to make a couple of stoves, just in case you're ever out there in the middle of nowhere, guys. Like hopefully you guys are planning to be as soon as humanly possible, guys. Get out of the city. Just get out of the city for like a week, bro, or not even a week, just a day. Just experience nature in a way that many people will never experience. So the United States of America is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful country, guys. And if I could definitely teach you anything, I definitely want to teach you how to survive. And that's kind of the point of this entire channel. So I'm just going to consistently drop all types of survival tips and, you know, all types of prepper stuff. I want you guys to enjoy it too. So this video specifically is just going to show you 3 different ways that you can do to create a stove for very, very cheap. One of them is basically free. You just need some galvanized wire. I used a rope within the video just to kind of show you the method of doing it. I just didn't have the galvanized wire on me at the time. And the other method is using a couple of tools from Home Depot to basically make a stove. It's basically idiot proof, guys. We got this here. You got it. You guys made it here. Stay a while. Yeah, there's almost never a reason for it to like ever be this hot. Oh, look, little frogs here. Look, it's jumping. Little frog. We are currently at a wildlife management area in southern Georgia. There are frogs everywhere, guys. Big frogs. I hear a gigantic one actually. It's the view at camp. It smells like the earth here. So peaceful. So obviously, because we have the family here, I don't generally like keeping them in like primitive type of things, even though we are in fact in a primitive camp. But when they come out, I just want to always make sure that they are at least moderately comfortable. So we have the Trail Boss. This is a Trail Boss by Gulfstream. It's a 190Q. 18 feet, 18.2 feet plus the extension, making it a little over 20 feet. We're currently fully off grid, but I'll show you what we have. Solar, 200 watts, along with, ooh, what is that touching me? I think this is a 2000 watt by Anker. It's powering through shore power, solar. We're only using about 100 watts. This produces 200, so we're pretty much good on that. Rule number 1, step into camp, procure wood. Let's go grab it. Luckily, there's some wood right here. Let's go ahead and put that there. Also, my Japanese nada just came in, so we're gonna go ahead and use that. Also, I don't know if you see I'm dripping. I'm literally leaking, guys. It's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not even gonna make an attempt to translate that, guys. Not gonna do that, right? So I've been searching around for like historical references for what people have been using for like the last, you know, hundreds and 200, 300 years. What is a better option than an axe or like a machete? And after like a gigantic amount of searching, in walks the Japanese nada, guys. I have it basically, I made a sheath out of a cardboard box because this thing obviously did not come with a sheath, right? And a couple of you guys have been asking me in a couple of my videos on the other channel what happened to my finger. The Japanese nada. Super safe with blades, absolutely, at all times. But unfortunately, this Japanese nada just, it came as sharp as a razor, and I was expecting a very blunt end, because normally when you get like these like monstrosities, they generally tend to be that. But either way, let's go get some wood. I mean, we have a lot of dead wood here though. We may actually not need to cut anything, and I'm actually team let's not cut down things. Okay, I may be the only one that believes that, based off of a couple of things that I'm seeing here at this primitive camp here. As I love trees like this. I feel like these trees tell stories. Get what I'm saying here, guys? Like, how exactly did it grow like that? What was there that caused this tree to grow in that manner? I don't know, bro. Guys, give me your theories in the comments here. And also, I definitely forgot my snake gaiters. completely. So that's not a amazing thing. So I need to be very cautious here, because I normally have something that can kind of mitigate any type of threat of snake, because we are in fact in snake country. The wild animals that are here are brown bear, mountain lion, there are lynx, if I recall, and rattlesnakes, and all types of just absolute literal craziness, guys. I'm not really seeing anything that I would feel comfortable cutting down in here, because again, I'm absolutely anti the concept of cutting things down if you don't need to cut things down. I do see a gigantic piece of wood though inside of here. So let's go ahead and grab the gloves. Like as soon as you step into the sun, you just start melting. Hopefully my gloves are even gonna fit over my splint here. Okay, good. They do. Ah, it hurts so bad, guys. Guys, make sure you guys are always being super careful with these blades, specifically like bushcraft type blades, guys. Well, all blades, but bushcraft blades specifically, guys. Ugh. For what I'm cooking today, it really just is purely, I just need to get enough wood for that, but I think we do have, as of right now, enough wood for all of that, right? But obviously later in the day, if everything is okay, we'll go ahead and do some more wood. But as of right now, that's all we need. I'm trying to conserve as much of this as possible so we can make it last as long as possible. So I can save some wood for other people. All right, so let's kind of get into what we're going to be doing today other than this here. So I actually came out here because I wanted to actually show you guys a couple of things that are absolutely intriguing to me, at least. Gee, why is it so hot? Fat and heat do not make any sense, guys. I'm going to be honest here. Fat people don't like heat. Super simple, super easy. You could do it a couple of ways. Obviously, you can use like a bushcraft auger, which is basically like a drill. You put a stick into the top and you spin it. You can do it that way. But for the sole purpose of just showing you guys how to do it quickly, like the methodology behind it, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. I already have everything pre-marked, okay? I know this is 1 foot. My camera died, unfortunately. I just cut this off here, guys. So another foot, right? Okay. And we cut it off with a chainsaw, a small portable one, but obviously you can do the same thing with a handsaw without any issues here, guys. And this is a 4x4 fence post, basically from any of your hardware stores. It costs about $11 to about $13 or so. Okay. Now, as I stated earlier, you could do this with a like by yourself, and it is completely fine. But for the sole purpose of the video, I just want to make it as quick as possible so you guys can get something from it really quickly, and then make your own. Again, untreated fence post, cut it into 1 foot pieces. So in the direct center, you're going to start drilling down with one of these. It's a 1.5 inch drill bit. It's also 12 inches long, so we can get kind of a good depth onto it. But again, for the sole purpose of showing you guys how to do it, I'm going to drill halfway or so, and then I'll show you the next part. But if you are one of the ones who actually are smart enough, let's say, to regularly carry a good, you know, piece of like galvanized steel wire, that works even better, because at least you won't waste that. Get off my ear. Let's go ahead and use, let's see how much we need first. All right, so what we're going to do now is, all right, so we're going to go ahead and bundle all of this together. A quick bow line. Right, like that. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and put the bowline on this side here. So we're gonna go ahead and put the tag line into the bowline's loop. We're gonna kind of make it as tight as we possibly can. Wrap it around, right? You just want to make it so it doesn't move, guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna go ahead and add a single hitch at a point where you realize that it's tight enough, guys. Single hitch. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Now the next thing is that you're gonna want to now kind of make them kind of all the same height to the point where it can kind of stand up. So this is purely emergency cooking if you have to. It'd be much better if everything was even at the top, but it's still fine. So now we have it all sitting up. It's not like perfectly stable, but we can pretty much fix that based off of moving kind of the wood around. The next step, you try to light it, and look at that glory. Okay, you can cook on that. Nope. Let's go ahead and use one of these, like a grease catcher for the Blackstone. Let's try that. This should be able to get hot enough. As you see, oh no, it's gonna burn the rope. It's gonna come apart. That sucks. Yeah, because the fire is going to escape on the outside. Let's not do that. So yeah, definitely guys, galvanized steel. In fact, galvanized steel. Okay guys, so we're back. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get that piece of wood here. I pre-drilled a slight hole here in the center-ish. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's not the center. It's not perfect, literally. But I pre-drilled the hole from the wood that we cut when we were out. It is plausible, guys. You can use one of these Bushcraft augers. It works perfectly. It just takes a little bit longer, but for the sake of the demonstration, we're going to use a drill bit connected to a drill. Look at all of that glorious wood. The wood chips. But for the sake of the demonstration, I'm going to show you the methodology kind of behind this here. Let's go ahead and collect the sawdust for another project I'm working on. Okay, it's gonna take that. Let's get some more depth. Go ahead and grab the shavings. Ooh, those are hot. Now, based off of how deep you drilled inside of the wood itself, you want to kind of match it on the outside. Okay. I cannot see exactly how deep we got here, but let's just go ahead and say we got to about this point here. So let me go ahead and mark. No, we're about here. So let's go ahead and mark that spot there. And now we just need to meet the inside point. Yeah, that's basically it. There's nothing else left to show you, kind of. But obviously, if you were going to be doing, when you're doing this for real, okay, you're going to want this hole to be a lot lower, so it just creates more of a chimney effect, right? But it's going to burn beautifully. All right, so it's getting dark now. I have to kind of hurry up. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and light my homemade fire starter. All right, let's go ahead and leave that there. Oh, wow. And obviously the lower that you do have that secondary hole where the fuel is going to go into, the longer it'll burn. But for the sake of showing you how to actually do it, this is exactly how you would do it, guys. Then you'd put something on top of here. So for example, if I was going to be boiling some type of water, I'd place it on one side and then another stick, let's say. Try to make them the same height. These are not. And then I would take my bush pot and put it right on top of there. I'd have some water and then your bush pot will in fact boil. It's actually already starting to boil. This method right here, you can cook for about an hour on it. And you can basically do this with any type of log you find, as long as it's like, you know, has a good thickness. It's boiling. So you can boil water, boil pasta, boil kind of whatever you want to do, guys. I've also used these in like crazy situations using cast iron. It worked perfectly. This is basically nothing more than like a rocket stove. If you have used a rocket stove, this is basically how you would make one for yourself. And it'd be basically flawless, guys. I'll show you another DIY way right now. Hopefully before it gets too dark and there's no more light. Ugh, I'm dark, it's dark, Jesus. In walks the Home Depot method. All right, so basically what this is just a wide joint from an HVAC system, along with an end cap for an HVAC system, a super easy rocket stove. You buy these two pieces. I think it's about $20 or so. Watch how simple this one here is. But obviously, if you're in the middle of the woods, where are you gonna find a HVAC system? But hold on, guys. Let's go ahead and dump this smaller one here into the threshold. And it's moderately deep, so you can just keep putting, obviously, sticks in the front of it here, guys. Yeah, this one is definitely going to take a little bit longer to light, but once it's lit, it's nothing short of an inferno. But as of right now, it's still catching, and I'm not going to dump too much fuel in it because I don't want to waste too much unnecessary wood. And so, overall, we have the bush pot at the top here. Remember, it's just a wide joint with an end cap. The end cap is standing. It's also acting as kind of like ash catcher. This can literally be done for less than $20, and I would say this is more of a moderately permanent one if you guys want to do that, because again, you just put the flame out and you use it again the next time, guys. I just had to annihilate a gigantic bug out of nowhere. I don't know where these things come from. Why do they like me? I'm not sweet. I don't taste good. That's weird. I don't think I taste good. I may. All right, so it's definitely starting to become an inferno inside of this thing here, guys. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, we kind of need the fuel to kind of hit the end cap. So we're just gonna basically add more wood to the mixture. So now we literally have an inferno. The flames are poking out pretty aggressively, but again, the further you push the wood into there, guys, the more so the flames are going to start pushing out of the top. Another thing that I normally do kind of outside in the woods is I'd break up a lot of twigs and branches and drop them all the way into the onto the end cap, so we can start kind of the inferno immediately, and we can start the process of cooking also. So as of right now, we have a solid grill. Let's go ahead and actually show you what I'm talking about. All right, so as everything starts to break down, obviously everything starts to condense. Yes. So the further you push down, everything, the less the flames are going to stop coming out here, guys. Okay, and as you see, hopefully you guys learned something. I'm gonna try to teach you guys some of my like tips and tricks and things like that, and how I build things. I generally don't like buying every single thing that I use for camping, because I think it takes away from the camping. If that makes any sense, guys? It just takes away from it. Building your own stuff, and specifically things that you can kind of easily do with some super cheap things that you can buy or find. But yeah, I love these. I love building stoves, guys. If one day, if the hits the fan, I could probably make it, hopefully, guys. That's why I do these things, guys. So hopefully you guys are staying safe. Next video next week, guys. I'll catch you guys later.